Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. As one of the biggest stars not just in WWE today, but one of the biggest and most accomplished names in professional wrestling history, it is very likely that Randy Orton makes an appearance tonight at WWE Wrestlepalooza, set to mark WWE's first PLE on ESPN. And with Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre set to main event the show with the WWE Championship, Orton, heavily involved in the feud with a rich personal history with both men, being a 14-time world champion himself, may just be involved in the match's finish. In this article, we will discuss 3 things that Randy Orton could do at Wrestlepalooza tonight, and spoiler alert, they all have to do with Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, the WWE Championship, and the future of SmackDown. A ref bump and a dusty finish in major world championship matches have been somewhat frequent over the past few years, and Cody Rhodes' matches have been the exception because as the top babyface in the company, he chooses to do things the honorable way, and in most cases, gets the job done. As for his opponents, the heel trying to cheat through help from his allies has been a rare occurrence too. That is what makes this possibility so interesting. Drew McIntyre won't hesitate to pull out every dirty trick in the book to claim the WWE Championship tomorrow night. Randy Orton, an archenemy of the Scottish psychopath and one of the American Nightmare's mentors, may choose to do something about it. But here's the kicker, it could backfire. Maybe the Viper could get overzealous. Maybe there could be an argument between the apex predator and the American Nightmare after the latter refuses help. Maybe Drew McIntyre could just outsmart everybody or take advantage of miscommunication. Either way, it opens up various angles to be explored between Orton and Rhodes, while also having the option to either have all 3 men directly involved together immediately, or separating 2, and exploring a more focused one-on-one dynamic. It would also mark a massive title change at Wrestlepalooza, and for a variety of reasons it does make sense for Drew McIntyre to win the WWE Championship tonight. The setup of the previous possibility remains applicable here, except in this case, Randy Orton could succeed in helping Cody Rhodes retain the WWE Championship. However, Orton could then proceed to turn on Cody, RKOing him and turning heel in the process. There are 2 questions as to the why of this from Orton's perspective. If Orton is going to turn on Cody, why not turn on him to cost him the title? Well, because Orton wants to be the one to take the title from Rhodes. This feud may be personal to the point that it does not need titles, but Orton knows how much the title means to Cody. Moreover, he has been gunning for no 15 for quite some time now. That answers the second question too. Orton isn't focused on strictly business. He wants the WWE Championship, but he wants to take it from Cody, not just anyone. This finish would set up Cody Rhodes as Randy Orton for the WWE Championship through at least the fall. The only problem, it would leave Drew McIntyre dead in the water. One may argue that it leaves room for a triple threat feud as well, but watering down the Rhodes-Orton conflict immediately after the turn would make sense. It has been building for decades and it does not need or must not go through a triple threat phase before turning into a full-fledged bloodbath. Instead of interfering in the match at all, Randy Orton could simply wait to strike when the time is right, taking out the champion right before the show goes off the air. At Wrestlepalooza, Cody Rhodes could defeat Drew McIntyre in a classic main event, devoid of any interference if not other shenanigans too. The reasoning is twofold. In kayfabe, Randy Orton may choose to turn his focus away from who he is going after and instead look at what he is going after. As the apex predator, that means one thing, the WWE Championship. Whether or not that translates into an instant heel turn or Orton trying to gaslight Cody into believing that his surprising attack will happen strictly business remains to be seen. From a booking and presentation standpoint, that means 2 of the best professional wrestlers in the world going out and delivering a classic and clean main event, while also ensuring that Wrestlepalooza ends with a bang, leaving plenty of questions waiting to be answered on next week's Friday Night SmackDown. Tapia Sakdev is an undergraduate student majoring in English literature and an aspiring professional snooker player. Before joining Sportskeeda's WWE Trends division, Tapia spent a year as a news writer for wrestling news and wrestling headlines, and has contributed editorials to various publications. CM Punk is a standout figure for Tapia, as he believes the star is a true master of blending fiction and reality in wrestling. Among a whole lot of things about CM Punk, he also resonates with Punk's mantra, "I'm straight edge, and straight edge means I'm better than you." Tapia interviewed wrestling stars such as Gunther and Drew McIntyre at the WWE Superstar Spectacle 2023 in Hyderabad. Randy Orton has been one of WWE's most decorated and enduring superstars for over 2 decades, and with Wrestlepalooza approaching, the question of what the Viper will do on the biggest stage of the fall looms large. Orton has overcome injuries, rivalries, betrayals, and championship heartbreaks throughout his career, yet he always finds a way to remain relevant at the highest level. Fans are buzzing with speculation about how WWE will book him for this massive event, and his role could make a seismic difference in shaping the company's storylines moving forward. Whether he seeks revenge, gold, or a legacy-defining battle, Orton's presence at Wrestlepalooza will be must-see. Here are 3 things Randy Orton can do at WWE's blockbuster show. One possible path is Randy Orton challenging for a world championship. Ever since his return from a career-threatening back injury, Orton has been eyeing the top prize once again. He has history with Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, and Cody Rhodes, all of whom are either champions or in the title picture. Orton could use Wrestlepalooza to finally reclaim gold and tie or surpass some of the all-time records in WWE history. A match between Orton and Rhodes would be particularly compelling, given their legacy with the Legacy faction and Rhodes' rise as the face of the company. Fans would be invested not only in the in-ring action but also in the emotional storytelling of mentor versus protege. The thought of Orton holding championship gold at Wrestlepalooza is something WWE could market as a massive draw, especially with his mainstream star power. Another major option is Orton seeking revenge against Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline. For months, tension has been brewing between Orton and Sikoa, with their confrontations often ending in chaos. Orton has made it clear that he hasn't forgotten how the Bloodline left him sidelined during one of their many destructive runs. Wrestlepalooza could serve as the perfect stage for Orton to finally get even, either in a singles match with Solo or in a multi-man showdown involving other rivals of the Bloodline. WWE could position Orton as the veteran Avenger, someone who has fought countless dominant factions before and lived to tell the tale. This story practically writes itself, as Orton's cold, calculating demeanor is the perfect foil to Solo's raw aggression. It would be a match rooted in personal vendetta, and fans love nothing more than seeing the Viper hunt his prey with cold precision on a grand stage. The third route WWE could take is to book Orton in a dream match scenario that emphasizes legacy over titles or revenge. Wrestlepalooza is being built as a stage for monumental clashes, and few things would draw more attention than Orton stepping into the ring with a rival he has never faced one-on-one in a major setting. Names like Gunther, AJ Styles, or even Brock Lesnar stand out as possible opponents. Gunther versus Orton would be a generational battle, the ring general's unmatched dominance versus the Viper's legendary cunning. Styles and Orton could rekindle their past rivalry with higher stakes, and a Lesnar-Orton rematch would be marketed as 2 of WWE's most dangerous predators colliding. A dream match scenario doesn't necessarily need titles or revenge, just the aura of 2 all-time greats going head-to-head. Wrestlepalooza could be the stage where Orton cements his status not just as a legend, but as the man who steals the show regardless of circumstances. No matter which path WWE chooses, Randy Orton's role at Wrestlepalooza will be pivotal. He is one of the rare superstars who can elevate any storyline by his mere presence, and his ability to adapt to different opponents ensures that fans will be treated to something unforgettable. Whether it's championship glory, long-awaited revenge, or a legacy-defining dream match, the Viper is poised to strike in a way only he can. Wrestlepalooza will not just be another event on the WWE calendar, it could be the night Randy Orton reminds the world why he is still one of the most dangerous and compelling performers of all time.